Hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Kai Zammit. I'm a director, cinematographer and writer based in the south of the UK. And today in this video, thanks to you guys for your wonderful recommendations, we're going to be checking out 3 cinematic trailers today, and that's for Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and you've guessed it, Mass Effect 3. The Mass Effect 3 trailer that I've got for us to watch today is going to be the extended cut. And once we've watched all 3 cinematics, I will then break down my personal favourite from the 3 of them, okay? And it's not based on anything like technicality-wise or the filmmaking techniques used or anything like that. It's purely just my personal choice, okay? Right then, with what I said and done, let's get on with these trailers, shall we? Play the tape. I like the static. That transmission.
Incoming transmission from Novaria.
Normandy! Are you there? Repeat, requesting immediate aid!
Oh, this is good.
Request denied.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, I wonder what they were doing then. Because his framing was off. I knew he was going to look. Is this like what's for the greater good? Yeah.
None of them easy.
Oh boy, that was short, wasn't it? Yeah, so that was 30 seconds. That was like TV. That must have been a TV commercial, or they used it for that. That's sort of the realm that I work. You have so little time to squeeze in the amount of information that you want. But they straight away, they got you, didn't they? They gave you that transmission. Normandy, we need your help. Short, sweet, and straight to the point. Yeah, but I liked it though. It would that would have made me want to pick up the game, or at least find out a little bit more information of it. Yeah, that would have made me. That would have been a very, very good tease. Oh, 18. Blimey. Not the trailer. Oh wow, this is a proper trailer, this one. Last one was like straight in, games. We've got 30 seconds. This one we've actually got our pre-trailers. That same guy. Wow, they've ramped up the production, haven't they? Go on, turn it up.
He has no idea what he's getting into. To his credit, he's recruiting an impressive team.
Wow.
Assassins, scientists, biotics. He's scouring the galaxy for the best. Ilium.
Oh, okay. We're getting tasters of each character, aren't we? Whoa. Oh, I like that. Look at that lighting. It's very low key, this one, isn't it?
Purgatory.
Very cinematic. The way he's backlit. Oh, mate. She's got. Is it a she or a he? I thought it was a girl. It looked like one.
Even
Oh.
Sonny Tuchanka.
Oh, it was a boy. Whoa, that camera's crazy. Oh, dude. Dude, how fucking powerful is that shotgun? Well, I assume it was a shotgun. Maybe it was a cannon.
Tough, but are they loyal? If Shepard can't gain their trust, they're all as good as dead.
Oh, I see. That was clever. Oh, that was good. Oh! Is this the second trailer and they've just stitched it all together? Dude, the way this is filmed, this is... Oh, you clever Parker, that was good. That is a fucking shotgun, isn't it? Dude, this is awesome. Like, it's action. But I can... Oh yeah, bang, bang, bang. Mate, I want that gun. Oh, that was cool. Made my eyes water that bit. Mate, the way it fucking went out and came back in like a boomerang. I'd watch a movie like that. Maybe not the whole thing, but like, that was a really cool action sequence. Mate, this stuff's getting bigger and bigger, isn't it? When I said everything's getting bigger, because we had that big fish alien thing coming out to eat the alien, and then the fucking ship gets bigger. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was wicked. Do you know what I mean? I almost said fucking incredible. That was very good. Wow. Right, before we continue with the next cinematics, I just want to take a moment to talk to the boys personally. And when I say lads, I know it's lads because according to my data analytics here, 96% of my channel audience is men, okay? And I appreciate that, boys, I really do. But I just want to take this moment to tell you something. As of recording this now, which we are in April, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but April is Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm a big advocate for men looking after themselves and self-awareness of that. And just a personal note from me to you, boys, next time you're in a shower, you get out of a shower, yeah, have a feel. Honestly, give yourself that peace of mind. It doesn't take too long, and you'll feel so much better for it. Alright, and that segues perfectly onto today's video sponsor, MANSCAPED. So MANSCAPED has partnered up with Testicular Cancer Society to look after you, me, us, down there. And wanting to help fight the cause, they're going to be donating $50,000 to Testicular Cancer Society. So MANSCAPED have very kindly sent me the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Trimmer, which is cordless and waterproof. And I know that for a fact because I've been using this product for ages. Oh, unboxing goodness. Oh, so the trimmer features dual skin safe blade heads, now accompanied by an updated trimmer blade and interchangeable foil blade for enhanced performance. The updated trimmer blade features longer, wider and rounded teeth that cut through hair with ease. This trimmer is really tough on hair but gentle on the skin. I love it. And this is where it gets really interesting. This head, the foil blade, is my favourite one, okay? This one will leave you smooth and silky, I kid you not. Someone asked me what the finish was like and I said, well, it starts with P and ends with star. Yeah, that's how good this finish is. Oh, equipped with a powerful LED light, you can shave with confidence navigating through tricky regions. So my honest review on the Lawnmower 5.0 is fantastic. I have never used a trimmer that's made me say wow out loud when I'm shaving my sack. But being serious for a moment, once you've had a trim, check your balls, make sure you're safe. And if you're unfamiliar how to do it or don't know how to check yourself, what I'll do is I'll leave a link down there in the description box, okay, to a video from Manscaped titled Check Yourself, okay? And that will help you look for early signs when it comes to testicular cancer. And as always, use my promo code ZAMMIT to get yourself 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. So that was for Mass Effect 2. I clearly tell the production value's gone up, okay? I think the first one was almost a bit like a pilot, as in test it out, don't spend too much money on it. That one had a huge budget. So does that mean the fact that this has got an extended cut, does that mean that this is got even more budget? Oh, take me back to the first Mass Effect. Start with a bit of static. Comms. That's a fucking, yeah, look, I thought it was a miniature. Quite clever how they did that though. Wow, look at these visuals. Oh, that's nice. Dude, this is beautiful. The fuck? Oh, mate, what are those? Whoa, that was a time lapse. Where the buildings fell and those things fell as well.
2 million dead in the first day. Another 7 million by the end of the first week.
Oh look, changed your frame rate then.
All our forces on the run.
It's like they undercranked it.
Somewhere. Reports are coming in.
What's that, like a
major cities?
medic stim?
It's a well-coordinated attack. And so far it's been damned effective.
Oh. So they're smart then, whoever these aliens.
What they are, what they want, or where they came from.
Oh mate, the sound effects on that. Do you know what I was thinking? Oh, I'll postpone that trip to London then.
Only one thing is certain. If Shepard doesn't bring help soon.
Dude.
There won't be.
That's not Shepard, is it? No. Wow. Oh mate, we've got live action in this one now and all.
Heute Morgen um 8:13 Uhr Ortszeit geriet die Europäische Union unter
Wow, they've really gone away on this game, haven't they? Spoils it a little bit though, I find, with the live action stuff. Do you know what I mean? If it's not integrated properly. I can see what they're doing though. They're making it more grander, aren't they, by doing that? Mate, look at that shot. Why the camera's proper shaky because it's zoomed in. With the riser. Whoop. Oh, is this like a combination of, like a collection of trailers?
In the end, some will surrender.
See, this looks much better. Shot like a movie, where the other one was like more news reporty stuff. It
Becoming nothing.
was a bit weak.
You fight for everything.
I think we get to see, is that Shepard in real life, is it? Well, they went all out on this budget, didn't they? To promote this game. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at her. Who's that? Okay, this last bit sold me. Oh my fucking god, look at this. Dude. We've got full soundtrack coming in now. Wow. The fuck? That was epic. Look. Oh no, little girl's gonna get blown to pieces. Wow, look, just sound effects. That bassy tone, it's unsettling, isn't it? Very clever. Oh, I like the music. So I just checked out Mass Effect 3's original cinematic release. I just wanted to just double check it just to make sure compared to the extended version, what was it, the editing that I didn't like or whatever it was. But watching the original cinematic was fantastic. Like, it was a proper little story. It made a little bit more sense when it came to a narrative. You know, they showed the toy at the beginning and then they showed it again when Shepard's character picked it up and it was all blown to pieces. That I really liked. It had a really fantastic horror vibe. I enjoyed the extended cut, but as a narrative perspective, just a single standalone story, the original trailer was better. So the question now I've seen all the cinematics, is which one am I going to break down? Which one did I find the best? So my personal favourite cinematic out of the three of them was for Mass Effect 2. I don't know if you guessed it, but that one really sold itself to me. It was that cinematic that would actually make me want to buy it or play the game right now. And the reason so was actually due to the character development. The way the story was told, the way they set up the characters, and then they delivered on the characters on each one that you saw. And then when you thought it was ended, it had ended, then they surprised you with actually a little bit of the fighting scene, a little bit more of an action scene. That was also a cinematic that made me wish I could watch a movie on it. Or I'd happily watch a CGI equivalent. You know what I mean? It looks like that. I'd watch it absolutely any day of the week. That really sold itself to me. I love science fiction. I love the idea of all these different species coming together, and I love teamwork and building up your characters, making your heroes something different, and then becoming bigger and better than what you think they are. And that trailer had it all. We start out with hardly any sound, no ambience or anything. It's just very, very subtle of a riser music coming in. Very shallow depth field. Look at it, look. you can see shallow depth of field being what is in focus. It's the easiest way to explain it. And look, it's his eyes. It's always about the eyes. Look at that. Boom, the music goes in. He does a little, what did he do? A little blink? Let me go back 5. Did he do a blink? Yeah, so the reason why I was wondering about the blink is because if you blink turn, normally you get this thing sort of close up, especially when it comes to more impact or as in more emotion and things like that. You normally do a blink turn. So if they're looking dead there and they need to look at you, for example, they'll go and turn away, or they'll blink up or blink left and right, as what I just did. And that's what I mean. You normally do that. I normally do that a lot on female talent, or if it was like an action sequence or something really powerful to a character, then yeah, you would do it. If their eyes are open, as in they don't blink, and the reason being for that is they are honed in, they are super focused, and what sometimes you won't have that is because it can look a little bit ugly, because you can get micro jitters in the eyes. They do a jitter. Let's go back 5 and watch it again. Watch the blink. Watch it, out for it. Very subtle, but it was there when it went with the beat of the music. And look at this. They want you to look at his eyes. One, it was always in focus. But look at this catchment in his eyes. The lightest and whitest part. They want you to look there.
Commander Shepard?
Which was really interesting because they foreshadowed it. That's called foreshadowing. They took you to one location. Yeah, they told us something. So, got the character. Did she say his name?
Commander Shepard?
Yeah. But it took you away and then we come back there later.
He has no idea what he's getting into. To his credit, he's recruiting an impressive team.
There's really, I love this. Look at this lighting. All this shadow that they've got going on. And look at this, all this texture, all these moving elements. You've got your foreground element. Here's your mayground. And then you'd have your background, which is normally something else, like a depth of field. But in this case, they've just got black.
He's getting into. To his credit, he's recruiting an impressive team.
And look at her. That's what I mean. And look at this lighting. And look, the way they've got the way she's heavily lit from the front. Normally what makes cinematic lighting look more powerful is if it's backlit. This case, she's very front lit. Yeah, and what's he look like? So he's got loads of, you see, look, these blinds going across here, like this, very noir style, going across his cheeks. So this is all lit up because they want you to look at his face, his mouth speaking. But then with his eyes, to make them lift up, look, he's obviously got some sort of special optics in there or something. They've given him like a noir look across here, so they've just added that in. But yet, when you get to, oh, it's actually from the grids. Oh, very clever. Oh, you clever bastards. Oh, I like that. That's good. But then when you get to her, it gives you all this texture. Look at this lovely look. Look, she's... So when you get like beauty products, or if you're in sort of, you want your subjects to look very beautiful, you very light them up from the front. You put loads of soft lighting as much as you can, as close to the subject. And it gets rid of... What it does, it gets rid of all the black... Like, look at all my fucking bags under here. You get rid of all the bags. It just gives them all that lovely look. Here we go. Cinematic lighting. Look. Look how epic this looks because they are lit from the back. Even though technically they're lit from the front, but the way the camera is positioned, they're lit from behind, yeah? And then look, we've got these beautiful, almost silhouetted figures. Getting these science fiction vibes. Look at these lens flares. And look at the way the dolly's, the way it's coming in. Camera's dollying in, making us listen to his voice. It makes us hone in on the screens that he's looking at. Look, Thane, telling us all the information. Camera's still moving forward. Moving always into centre camera. Did you notice that? Let's go back again. Watch. Going forward, going forward, going forward. Always telling you our eyes. Look, it's centre frame. Whitest part, technically that would be, but your eye's looking over here because it's overexposed. You've lost detail. Here, because the camera is centred. And do a nice little quick, very, I'll call them YouTube transitions now. Go back and watch that transition. See if I can do it frame by frame so you guys. So what we're doing is we're having, this is called a kinetic cut. And so the motion is going forward. We go, oh, they just played it safe. They just went full flash white into the overexposed sun. The camera's moving forward. And then the camera will then dolly forward. Did you notice that it's on, it's different axes? Watch. See, look at the horizon level. Yeah? What, are we on a fucking boat or something? It's not right, is it? Yeah? The idea is it's called a Dutch angle, and it makes you know that something is slightly off. Also, you can use it for stylistic purposes, should we say. I get my words out. But this tells me that something is off. Either they're guarding something that is secretive, and I get more of that emotion because it is a camera that is on its side. Okay, so it's a Dutch angle. Look at this lovely lighting. Look, all these overexposed lens flares. Really good. Again, look, there's another one. It's off its axes. Someone's been shot. We heard it before we saw it. Off its axes again. Will the camera straighten up when he comes into it though? Look at this. Fuck me, this looks good. Like a Blade Runner-esque. Why does this look so good? Okay, so we've got, where we've got our key lighting coming from over in here. Looking at this lighting, it looks like it's coming at a 45-degree angle over here somewhere. And looking at the yeah. However, because this way this is done, it's giving us huge backlighting parts, which brings us elements. So basically what we easy, we've got our foreground, our mayground, they're pretty much on the same level. And then you've got our background. And then he comes in as a fourth element very quickly. So we had one build of the character. This is our second build. Third build. Boom. So when I say third build, what I mean is they're building up the shots. So technically they're shots, not builds. But they call them momentum builds. So when you get powerful characters, before you get them fully revealed, you normally see elements of them first. So if I go back 10, we saw Thane, what, here? Where is it? So we know this character here. And look, blank. Look at the way they've covered his eyes up with the shadows. Don't want to see him yet. Don't want to see him. Okay, so then we've just nudged forward. Here's one. Comes up a bit like a horror film, doesn't it? Yeah. Second shot. Third shot. It's doing all the work for us. And look how epic he looks because he is surrounded and covered in shadow. I love this lighting. Look at these God rays coming in. By the way, if you want to create God rays yourself like this, how you make it is smoke. It's texture in the, it gives you texture in your air, should be in your shots, but it's actually smoke or haze, and that's how you show them up. And boom. Then he starts moving, okay? What I love about it is the secrecy of him. I really like that. It reminded me of Batman, though, when he did that. So the camera's always swooping around him. It's like a one shutter, isn't it? Boom. Straight to the chest, and then we come back down just to show what he's done. Normally you find when you have vertical shots like this, it always makes your characters look weak, or weaker, should we say, rather than having the camera shoot up at them. Gives them more power, as in power status. But this is fine, because they're showing you the damage that he's done, but yet he's still covered in shadow. So you don't really see him. All you're looking at is all this. You know he's there. Look at this lovely texture, look. Boom, boom. They didn't, most people wouldn't even have that in. They'd have shown all these bodies on the floor. But by having that, it makes it look really cinematic. And this is one of the reasons why I love this cinematic. Oh my God. How good is that? Boom. Look, you know he's alive still. I just love this. Again, look at the Dutch angle of it. This is beautiful. Wow. Look at that. What makes it beautiful is that you've got this massive lighting behind him. Makes him look like he's backlit, even though he's lit from over here. The key light is coming in. We can see it. But because of the way this is wrapped around him, it's got a very noir air. So let me go back 5. I love it. And then he looks at the camera. That quick. And then he gets up and buggers off. So good. Then the camera's moving again. We didn't see this character, did we? See, I thought that was a girl's hand. Was I off? Was I wrong? It's this bit on the hand. Is he not a girl? So we don't know. So is that like a multi-gender character, as in you don't actually know, or they're just keeping it a surprise? Wow. Clever though, aren't they, what they're doing here? You see the camera's always moving. And you can see what's going on. Look, the camera's dollying out. Oh.
Even Sonny Tuchanka.
Back to always overexposed shots. I love it. The camera, what I mean is, they're basically, it's called the thread of storytelling. They're leading you from one character to another character to another character, and the camera is always flowing. I did think, yeah, you definitely, and also didn't characters of 3. Characters of 3 is the way to go. It's the same as your shots. If you're ever video editing or anything, like you normally do it in shots of 3 or you do shots of 5. Just the way it works. It just looks better than having 4 or 10 or whatever it may be. You have it just sort of odd numbers like that, and it just, when you get to the main scenes, it works. They had the old zoom, didn't they, on this?
Even Sonny Tuchan.
Where the camera goes, zooms in on him, dun 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 dun. Look at the texture of it, this shot. So he's backlit here, okay, looks very cinematic, got a bit of light here to pick him up. By the way, if you're ever going to do some backlighting, guys, in your drawings or photography or whatever it may be, okay, you'll find that when you do big backlighting pieces like this, okay, you've got lovely edge lights, yeah, it looks very cinematic. Your characters are then covered in shadow, and that's the hardest part. So what you do is you have to have like a little bit of another sort of side light, should we say, like a fill light is what they call it, or you'd have a white board and you bounce light up, and that is just to lift up, to give them the detail on this side. You can do it this side as well, but what it is, you end up losing the shadow. So you see this guy, this character's look at him, look, he's covered in shadow here because this is his dark side. However, he's got a little bit of a light here, which is coming from over here, which is obviously meant to be the sun, but they would have added a light here to bounce up here just to fill out that detail. And look, you've got the white light, which is coming from here on the board. Look at the texture, though. I didn't like that camera movement. See, I love all this texture, all this smoke and filth and grime. It's giving you layers, isn't it? Yeah, that's your foreground, your mayground, and you've got your background. But I get it, like it's... Basically, the reason why I don't like it is I like it, if you're going to fall backwards or the camera's going fucking bananas, it should feel like it's handheld. That felt like it was on a gimbal. It was very Hollywood. Let me go back 5 and show you. So you know what Hollywood productions now, it's all like, oh, very shaky. I would like it. I would have tried it, but maybe they didn't like it because it maybe have taken you away from this character. Is it Sonny Tuchan? Did he say his name was? But the way you will look at it, it almost looks a bit robotic. Watch it float. It's like a bit like a floating bobblehead. Watch. Oh, I mean, it's a bit like motion, gives you motion sickness. Where if it was more shaky, as in the camera would have fallen backwards, for example, and that Sonny character would have fucked off, run away, and then the big reveal would have happened. I think it would have been a bit better. But I think they don't want to distract you from it all. Look at this. So again, we've got our power status of our characters, yeah. Camera looks up at him, we're like, oh shit. And look, we're getting our status, power status on screen. Look at him looking down at this character. We know he's not very powerful. Well, we don't know that yet. We know, look, he's numbered. He's been, you know what I mean? He's met his match, so to speak. But this, look, again, look at the backlighting, guys. Look, a little bit of lens flare, rubble. Got a slow motion. That is such a gorgeous shot. This shot alone looks really expensive because they've shot it in like sun, you know, like what would you call it, golden hour, should we say? Obviously, you can, where it's an alien planet, you can have it all the time. Got all the soft, because it's the softest of light. And look at this, the backlighting of it, and look how silhouetted they look. Yeah, there's a little bit of light just popping up over here to give you all these little details here on this side coming in. Because if the sun was here, they wouldn't be getting no sun there, would they? So there's a little bit of light bouncing in. Again, to lift up your creatures or characters. Dude, what is that gun? I thought it was a fucking shotgun he had in his hand, but he just tore his head off. Is that why it's 18? Because of the gore? Dude, I've got to go back 10. I want to watch it again. Because it crashes in on him, and it just goes. But what I love about it is they go out of focus with it. So what I mean is it goes from super sharp to soft. Look, because they've pulled the camera out of focus, so it's concentrated. Are these blood splats on the camera? Oh, you clever bastards. I see what they've done there. So they've pulled the focus from this area, to make you look at the blood splatters on the camera. And then they cut to him. Okay, let's go back 5, watch it again. Watch it out, focus. So it's almost like, is it meant to be like all surveillance bots? Are these meant to be like, that was a bot that was watching him? So the guy up in space, he's watching them all. Is that meant to be like one of these surveillance bots? Look at that. Pull focus from the gore to him. Did he do a little blink turn? Was that a blink turn? Go back 5 and have a look. Yeah, little blink turn. Again, it looks more powerful. To be fair, you could probably get away with an alien doing it. But again, we make them alien characters or anything from another species, whatever, or animals. We try to make their eyes very humanoid. Even if they look like an alien eye, they'll have characteristics in there to make you connect with them as an audience, and that's why they do it.
An unlikely band of brothers.
Again, the camera's dollying backwards, setting up the scene, got all this glorious... Oh my god, look at it, this backlighting. We've set up all our characters. That little motherfucker over there. Oh look, there's loads of them. So they're obviously planting a seed for the game. And again, look at this. Backlighting, look how epic she looks. Because she's got a little bit of lens flare as well, but look how silhouetted she is. If this was shot from the other way, okay, so remember like the first shot from the front, where they're all lovely and soft, the camera's dollying backwards, yes, so the camera's moving backwards away from him, but we're at the other side of his desk. Do you think it would look as epic? Well, granted, you wouldn't be able to see him because all his computer shit's in the way, but they could have made it go, gone, couldn't they? But they'd have looked, you would have seen them too much. They wouldn't have looked as menacing or look as powerful. They look way more powerful because they've got this wicked cinematic backlighting. And that's one of my favourite things about this commercial, this cinematic, sorry. It sold its job as a movie game.
If Shepard can't get...
Here we go. So we got back to Shepard here. Look at this lighting. So we've come back to earlier on from the first shot where it's not just his eyes now. We have got everything in. So we've lifted up the f-stop, should we say? Or t-stop if you're on cinematic lenses. Because we've got more in focus. We've got the whole frame of him. And look, even though he's got a light from over here, it looks alright actually. It doesn't look as cinematic as the other guys. But look, we've got a little bit of shade here. Bit of light here. Pick up light. Yeah, it's good.
Gain their trust. They're all as good as dead.
So that tells me, yep, team of 3. So I expected it to end there. I really did. I like that. Because it basically, it's like a palette cleanser. It's like, and breathe. And you're like, oh, I wish there was more. I did it, didn't I? And then, boom. This is fantastic. I got to watch it again. I can't even work out what the camera's doing. It's a one-shotter. But look at the way the camera's moving. It feels like boots on the ground. It's not as shaky as if someone's holding the camera. It's a little bit of a gimbal-esque, should we say, look to it. Okay, so there is a glide cam or a steady cam operator. So if you're shooting movies, but a glide cam or a steady cam sort of person. Oh, I see. So they're whip panning. Okay, so watch this, guys. Watch what they're doing. So they zoom out. He takes over the lead. Yep, the camera focuses on him over here, and it'll whip pan right. They call this a whip. Fuck. Apologies. Watch it again. Looking over there, bum, whip pan. Okay, so now we're following him. We're keeping with him. The camera's always nice and tight with him. And it's a good f-stop as well. Okay, so what I mean by that is, looking at it, you can see all the motion, and it's also not super tight, as in the focal length of it as well. Let me go back 5 and watch it again. Mate, I love this bit. It's so quick. I have to keep watching it to work out what's going on. Yeah, so they're racking in on maybe a 50mm or something, or maybe a 40mm. It's not super wide, but we're really into. Now, when they do that, it's gorgeous. Mate, I love that. Go back 5 again. Again, so we're setting up our characters. Yep, I get this is obviously gameplay, what you can do. Look at the lighting. Yeah. Look at the texture in the shot. Golden hour, beautiful. We've got texture, we've got haze there. Camera is moving. What's really good is, even though the action's moving, we're on this character here, Thane. We are still looking at what he's focused on, yeah? So look at his framing. So when you look at the composition here, okay, you've got your rule of thirds, middle line, right line, third line here. he is right on the left side of the frame, okay? But his gun, when it starts firing, starts taking over the middle section of the frame because, look, here's our target. This is what they want you to look at, even though they're slightly out of focus, because you go here, shoot, 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 to there. We know what he's popping at. And then so when it goes to that shot, it's nice, it flows beautifully, yeah? Watch it again. Bang, 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 bang. Whip pan, but he stayed where he was. Very clever. Very clever use of cinematography there on using the camera motion to tell you where they want the viewer's eyes to go. See, it's got that Hollywood look to it, so it's a bit floaty, but this is fine because it's a little bit sharper. Okay, go back 5. Watch what I mean with the camera movement. Watch. It's a bit sharper on the edges, so when it looks up quite quickly. So they want you to look at Sonny's character. That seems like a really strange name for that character. So now we've got a bit more Hollywood action. It's really epic. We're really close to Shepherd. Love it. Look at, mate, this is proper action. I'm going back 10. Fuck this. Sorry, guys. I love it. Look, the camera's in tight, but I can still see what's going on. It's not one of those Hollywood action movies where it's so close where I can't see what's going on. You know what I mean? It's not like the Bourne Identity films. They're so close I can't see the action. But this is in closer, as in they're probably using, like I said, maybe about 50mm, 75mm. I don't know what it is that they're using, but they're pushed back from the subject a bit that I can see what the fuck is going on. But it looks good. It makes it, because it's still in close and tight to their bodies, it makes it look more epic. And that's the trick with it. But the camera's always moving. Look at it. Look at this. That's the only thing that makes it look a bit video-y, okay? Was that shot just there. Watch what they do with the zoom. It works for this because it's a game. You find this a lot in animation, or as in anime and things like that. They'd add like these zooms in. I watched, what was I watching? I watched a movie the other day and they did these zooms. It just looks shit. It don't look right. It doesn't flow properly. And because we shoot primarily on prime lenses, and prime lenses are a set focal length. But you can add this stuff in, of course. It's whatever the story is you want, and it works for this. Let's watch it again. It just sets up the whole thing. It works for this. But if you want to know why your videos look a bit video-y, it's if you add zoom-ins like that. But it works for this. Dude, this is awesome. I love it. They're always overlapping each other. They're really showing that teamwork. I'll go back again. So he's there. Thane's run off. So he pops that out. And then just... and the nod. The subtle nod. Look at the framing. It's not like dead centre framing, is it? They went from here to here. But instead of taking your eyes away to bring it right over to him, they kept him on the far right hand side of the frame. Here comes that shadow, telling us that it's more of a looming threat. Again, look at the motion of the camera. That's where a lot of these cinematics go wrong or right, is you have to have your camera feel like a camera. If you ever watch a cinematic and go, God, something's not quite right with this, it doesn't feel right, because they've made the camera feel like a floaty digital object rather than feels like a real camera operator. That's why this one works very well. That felt... Watch it running, look. I feel like there's a bloke behind him with a big camera. It works. Got a dolly shot forward, got a big reveal. So they do this in movies all the time, or any sort of cinematography. They bring their camera in close. By bringing the camera in, moving it towards a subject, it makes them like, whatever they're looking at, more epic. If it was a static shot, okay, so if you're a junior filmmaker or whatever, and you've just got a static shot here of characters moving towards you, it wouldn't look as powerful as this does. They're moving towards us, the camera's moving towards them, looks more epic. It makes the next reveal more epic. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I love it. I can even get the tune in my head. Watch what he did there as well. Camera moves in, tilts up to him. Look at the power status. We know that. Why is he walking on his side like that? Is that how he walks? No, it's just because it's bright. Has he got weakness to light or something? And look, the way the camera's dollying up, tilting up at him. He's got look at the horizon line. Yeah, they've got the power status. We know these three bad boys are powerful. So the camera's moving forwards towards him. Goes behind him. Camera dollies backwards. Continuous motion. And look how epic this looks because of the backlighting. It's fantastic. Look at this. Look. Boom. Gorgeous. Setting us all up for, look, he's got powers. So he's obviously got that. Yeah. So good. You ready, boys? And that was so good, that bit. To the music. So the thing is, a lot of people will just use cinematic music like this on anything. I know, making a fucking sandwich, and they think it will look good. It doesn't. Music is there to talk. Is a character that talks to you as a person. It's a character that is made solely to make you feel something, and it was the music that does. Dun 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 dun. Feel all the little sound effects working together with the score. Dun. And it makes this look more ominous because look at the backlighting. See, I'm telling you guys, it looks more ominous because there's no music. It was silence. And look at the shadow it's casting. This way, if you ever do drone shots or anything like that, this is why you want to shoot at this time of day because it just looks stunning. If the sun's up here in the middle of the day, you're going to get a tiny shadow and it won't look as epic. Obviously, you do the lighting for whatever the story is, but there's a reason why we shoot at this time of day. It looks better, softer light, as in the shadows are soft as well. Lots more texture in our shots. Look at the fucking shadows. Beautiful skies, yeah. Blues, oranges, bits of red in there. Stunning. Boom. And look, the sun's coming up now because it looks more powerful. Oh, that's really cool the way they did that. The way they did that on the line. And there you have it. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. There's loads in there, lots to unpack. It's a bit difficult when you're breaking down action sequences purely because it's just all action based. But I can always show you how and why we feel something because of the camera movement. But what I loved about this was the cinematic look of it. It looked like a movie, and that was before it even had black bars in. It didn't even have black bars, yet it still looked like a movie. And that was primarily due to the lighting and just the story itself, building up of these characters. I loved it. And that's what, and again, this has made me want to play the game, pick it up, find out a little bit more information about it. And again, the cinematic did its job, didn't it? It's there to sell us the product. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, and they did that. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and lots to learn, as I said. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.
Out of time!